Have you ever thought about how some of the most popular 90s stores just seem to have vanished? These shops were a big part of our daily lives, whether it was renting VHS tapes, shopping for the latest toys, or grabbing party supplies. But what happened to them? Why did so many of these iconic spots close their doors? In this video, we're diving into the reasons behind their shutdowns, and we'll also explore whether any of these stores are trying to make a comeback.
And we have breaking news. The party is over for retailer Party City. The company told corporate employees on a call today the business would be winding down.
Let's kick things off with Party City, the ultimate store for all things party-related in the 90s. Whether you needed birthday decorations, Halloween costumes, or New Year's Eve supplies, Party City had it all. However, despite its popularity, the store eventually faced financial struggles and had to close. The real issue wasn't just poor sales, but the rise of online shopping, with Amazon leading the way. Party City's traditional brick-and-mortar model couldn't keep up as more consumers turned to e-commerce for convenience. Additionally, rising operational costs and the influx of online party supply stores played a role in its decline. For those of us who still shop there, the sudden shutdown was a shock, and we now realize how much we took it for granted while it was around.
2004, Blockbuster had 9,000 locations, but then Netflix came along and turned the rental industry on its head.
Next up, we have Blockbuster, the store that was a staple of 90s culture, shaping weekend traditions for families and friends. Long before streaming services like Netflix, Blockbuster offered a hands-on experience, browsing aisles of VHS tapes, debating movie picks, and enjoying the thrill of renting something new. At its peak, Blockbuster ran thousands of stores worldwide, employing tens of thousands and generating billions in revenue. But the rise of streaming and the company's slow response to change marked its decline. Famously, Blockbuster even declined buying Netflix, a decision that sealed its fate. Today, the image of a deserted Blockbuster in films like I Am Legend is a stark reminder of how quickly technology can transform industries.
Sunday, the company sold its remaining $1.7 billion worth of inventory, and its doors were shuttered for good.
Remember when Circuit City was the go-to place for all your electronics needs? Whether it was your first computer or CD player, Circuit City had it all. The aisles were filled with the latest gadgets and tech, and it was exciting to see how technology was evolving right in front of our eyes. While we loved visiting Circuit City, it faced stiff competition from big box retailers and online stores, leading to its eventual downfall. By 2009, Circuit City had shut its doors for good, and with it went a part of our tech shopping experience that we won't forget.
Oh, I think it's the best music store that I've ever known of.
And on this last day,
I've never seen so many customers in a store.
Now, do you remember the Virgin Music Store? It was where we went to get the latest albums, particularly if you were into hip-hop or pop. With its neon signs and vibrant displays, the store drew you in, making the experience more than just a trip to the store. It was an event. Sure, Circuit City also had a decent CD selection, but Virgin's store layout made it feel less like a store and more like an experience. It was a cultural hotspot, but like so many others, it couldn't keep up with the rise of digital music and streaming services.
Radio Shack says it will shut up to 1,100 underperforming stores in the U.S. The struggling electronics company.
Now let's talk about Radio Shack, the store where we bought our first cell phones, portable CD players, and gadgets we didn't even know we needed. It wasn't the biggest, but it always seemed to have something special, like a preview of the future. Whether it was that first DVD player or a high-tech toy, Radio Shack had a way of getting you excited about tech. For those of us who grew up with it, it was an integral part of the 90s shopping landscape, but over time, it couldn't compete with the internet and other big-box stores. Now Radio Shack is a distant memory, one we'll always associate with those first tech experiences. While we can still order books online or from local bookstores, we all miss the days of hanging out at Borders. There was something special about browsing the aisles, discovering new titles, and spending time at the cafe with a good book. For many of us, it was a place where we spent hours just flipping through books while our parents shopped. Borders was a cornerstone of our reading culture, but with the rise of online shopping and ebooks, it just couldn't keep up.
Well, Wet Seal announces it's closing all of its stores and laying off its workers.
And who could forget Wet Seal? Wet Seal was a go-to destination for preteens and teens in the 90s, known for trendy neon tops, miniskirts, and platform shoes that defined the era. However, it struggled to keep up with shifting fashion trends and the rise of online shopping. Competition from fast fashion giants like Forever 21 and H&M further hurt the brand, leading to multiple bankruptcies and store closures by the mid-2000s and teens. Despite its decline, Wet Seal remains a nostalgic symbol of many teens' first steps into personal styles and fashion experimentation. Next up, we have Esprit, often dubbed the all-American teen store, was known for its sleek, preppy designs that appealed to a more polished teen audience, offering styles like tennis-inspired outfits, logo-centric apparel, and items reminiscent of Saved by the Bell costumes. The store had a sophisticated vibe that set it apart from other youth-focused retailers like Wet Seal. With this, Esprit's downfall was rooted in a combination of high operating costs, long-term leases, an overly large workforce, and logistical overcapacity. Compounding these challenges was a lack of adaptability in the fast-changing fashion industry. The brand ultimately filed for bankruptcy in multiple countries, including Hong Kong, Germany, and Switzerland. While British investor Alteri Investments has since acquired the rights to Esprit, with plans for a potential relaunch, its future remains uncertain. For now, Esprit exists as a reminder of a bygone era in retail history. While Esprit targeted the preppy teen with sleek designs, Goodies was all about practicality and affordability for the entire family. For many of us, it was the place to stock up on everyday essentials, especially during their legendary seasonal sales. Whether it was back-to-school shopping or finding outfits for family events, Goodies was always there to meet the need for budget-friendly fashion. But as retail giants like Walmart and Target expanded their reach and online shopping became the norm, Goodies struggled to keep up. Catering mainly to smaller towns, it couldn't compete with the convenience and variety offered by larger chains. Despite filing for bankruptcy multiple times in an effort to stay afloat, Goodies eventually closed its doors for good. Here's what it looked like after they cleared out. Still, for those who grew up shopping there, it holds a special place in the memories of family shopping trips and the thrill of finding a great deal. KB Toys was a staple of the 90s toy shopping experience, offering everything from action figures to board games. Unlike its larger competitor, Toys R Us, KB Toys thrived in smaller mall spaces, making it a convenient stop for families on shopping trips. However, the rise of big box retailers and the shift to online shopping put immense pressure on the chain. By 2008, KB Toys filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, citing declining sales and mounting competition. The closure marked the end of its 86-year legacy. In recent years, there has been talk of a potential revival, with plans to test temporary locations before committing to permanent stores. While its return remains uncertain, KB Toys remains a fond memory of childhood joy and mall culture for those who grew up in the 90s.
Ports Authority will close all of its 450 stores nationwide.
Following KB Toys, we turn to another staple of our childhood shopping trips, Sports Authority. Known for being the place to grab everything from pricey soccer cleats to baseball mitts, the store catered to athletes and sports enthusiasts of all ages. Whether you were outfitting yourself for a new season or just dreaming of athletic greatness, Sports Authority was a go-to destination. However, the rise of online shopping and stiff competition from major retailers led to mounting financial pressures. Before its Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing in 2016, the company consulted experts to evaluate options for improving its financial position, but it was too little, too late. According to then CEO Michael Foss, changing dynamics in the retail industry played a significant role in the company's demise. Despite its efforts, Sports Authority could not adapt to the shift in consumer habits and closed all its locations. For those of us who browsed its aisles, Sports Authority wasn't just a store. It was a symbol of the excitement of starting a new sport or upgrading to the latest gear. Its closure marked the end of an era, leaving behind fond memories of childhood and team spirit. Thanks for taking this stroll down memory lane with us. These stores were more than just places to shop. They were part of our lives, helping shape our childhood experiences. Whether it was picking out the coolest toy, renting a movie, or finding the perfect outfit, these stores were there. Which one do you miss the most? Share your memories in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more trips down nostalgia lane. Until next time, see you soon.